Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I'm sharing 10 products that I'm loving right now. So these are things that I am reaching for all the time, things that are making me just feel good. I recently had a baby. I had my first baby 3 months ago. And these are just things that are making me feel like myself and just things that make me feel good right now. And sometimes, especially after you have a baby, those things become very important. So that is today's video. I wanted to narrow this down and really share like the top 10 instead of just doing a big overhaul of favorites. So these are 10 things that I'm really loving. And I did want to thank Dreamy for sponsoring a portion of this video. We're going to start with a hair tool that is new to me, and it's how I've been loving styling my hair recently. So I did use it today. This is called the Dreamy Dazzle hair dryer. I do have an attachment on it right now, but this is a hair dryer, but it's a 6-in-1 styler. So you get 6 different attachments that you can use for different styles or just depending on what your hair type is. I use the curling barrels the most. That's what I use today to get this really voluminous big hair. I have been loving this. So you do have a barrel for each side of your head when you're using the curling attachments, but they come with 2 curling attachments, a diffuser, an oval brush, a styling nozzle, and a soft wind nozzle as well. So you have lots of different options to get tons of different results depending on what you're looking for. But one of the things that is so cool about this is it has nozzle recognition, meaning when I put one of the attachments on, when I turn this thing on, it then knows that I have just put a curling barrel on, and it adjusts the temperature and the airflow. So it does that automatically. I don't have to tell it anything. It just does it automatically, which I think is really cool. This dryer does have 2 different modes. So there's an auto mode, which is what I typically use, where the dryer adjust the temperature and the airflow automatically depending on what barrel or styling attachment that you're using. But it also has a manual mode where you can control the temperature and the airflow. So if you have styling preferences already with doing your hair, you can put it in the manual mode. I just find auto mode is a little bit easier, but you do have those 2 options. So basically how this works when you use the curling barrels, which is how I've been using it, is you want to do this on hair that's about 80 to 85% dry. So not completely dry, but not soaking wet. It needs to be just very slightly damp. You want to take a small section of hair and start with taking the hair at the very end of the barrel, and you will see that the barrel and the airflow automatically wraps the hair for you. So it's very beginner friendly. You don't have to wrap the hair yourself. Literally, you just have to hold it up to the barrel and the airflow will do it for you. It's really cool, honestly. I've never used a hair tool like this. You leave it for about 10 seconds on heat, about 5 seconds on a cold setting, and then you're left with a really loose, big curl. And when you use the curling attachments, you can obviously get really large curls if that's what you're wanting, or you can kind of brush them out, which is what I did today, and you just get a lot of volume, which I personally love, and this Dreamy hair styler makes it really easy. So I've been loving this Dazzle hair dryer from Dreamy. It's just a little bit different way of styling my hair than I've done in the past. But I've been loving it, and you know, when you've just had a baby, you're postpartum, anything that you can do to make yourself feel a little bit better or a little bit more put together, I think you should do it. And for me, doing my hair is that for me, and a little bit of makeup. I only do my hair like once a week, but when I do it, I take the time to actually wash my hair, do, you know, a mask, dry it, style it, all the things. And this is what I've been using recently, and I've been loving it. So thank you to Dreamy for partnering with me on a portion of this video. And if you're interested in the Dazzle hair dryer, I do have a discount code that I will pop up here on the screen and in the description box. So make sure to check there for the code and my link to get your own Sandstone Dazzle Hairdryer. Moving into a few skincare things, one in particular that I've been using, I guess it's been probably about 6 weeks now, and this has made the biggest difference in my skin since I had my son. I have had, a lot of you know, I had a lot of melasma that just kind of popped up right here under my eyes. I had it a little bit before I got pregnant, but then it got much darker when I was pregnant, and I've been working hard on getting that to go away, and this is the product that's definitely made the biggest difference, and it's this from Paula's Choice. This is the 10% azelaic acid booster. So it's azelaic acid, but it also has licorice root and salicylic acid. So it's supposed to be really good for just evening out your skin tone. If you have dark spots, melasma, things like that, sun damage of any kind, this is supposed to be good for that. And I can definitely say it has made a huge difference in the melasma under my eyes. Huge difference. It's not completely gone, but it is significantly faded compared to what it was. And I have to credit this product because I have been using this religiously every other night when I'm doing my exfoliating routine. So if I'm using acids on my skin, I've been using this one, and I do bring it under my eyes where I had the melasma. Did not bother me or cause any sensitivity at all. Obviously, everybody's skin is different, so definitely be careful. Test a spot on your skin. I always recommend doing that with new skincare products, but for me, this worked great, and I've seen such a big difference. I'm hoping if I keep using it, that melasma will be totally gone, and we're definitely on our way. So I'm very, very happy that I purchased this. Another skincare product that I've been loving will not come as a shock if you watch my videos, because I have been talking about this product pretty much in every single video, but I had to put it in here because it's definitely a favorite right now, and it's this SPF. This is the one I've been using most days. I do switch it up sometimes, but most of the time this is what I've been using. It's the Ultraviolet Future Screen with SPF 50. So this is a mineral SPF. It is tinted, but it's very, very lightly tinted. It maybe adds just a little bit of color to the skin, but it's very, very slight, not anything drastic or that's going to give you full coverage or anything. But I have been loving this mainly because it does well under any product that I pair it with. It's very thin, it's very lightweight, and it does dry down to more of a natural finish. So it's not super dewy or matte, it's just kind of in between. And that's what I love with an SPF. I don't really like an extreme glow or matte with my SPF. I like it to be kind of right down the middle, so it won't, kind of alter my foundation that I put on top, alter the finish of it at least. So this has been my go-to SPF, and I love it. It's very thin, very lightweight, doesn't feel or look heavy on the skin, and I've been loving this. I have tried so many SPFs over the last few months. This is definitely the standout to me. I actually purchased this during the last Sephora sale, and I loved it. And then a week or two later, I ended up getting another one in PR. And so now I have a backup. So when I use this up, I do have a backup, which is really nice. But this is a newer brand to Sephora, I believe. And I've been so impressed with this product so far. I really want to try more from Ultraviolet. Another product that I have been loving is a lash serum. So I've been through many, many, many lash serums over the years. Usually I like them, but eventually they end up irritating my eyes because most of them have the prostaglandins in them, which, if you're not familiar, prostaglandin analogs are a very common ingredient in a lot of lash serums, and they can irritate your eyes. They can cause orbital fat loss. They can cause a lot of unpleasant side effects, honestly. So I wanted to definitely get a new one that does not have that or have those in it. And I found this one on Amazon. I got this during Amazon Prime Day. When was that? Like 6 weeks ago or so. And I have been using this consistently. This is from Lash Therapy Australia. Not a brand that I really hear anything about, but it got pretty good reviews and it was on sale for Prime Day. So I got this, and this has thankfully brought my lashes back to life. My lashes pretty much all fell out after I had my baby. They were just gone. They all fell out. I had like no lashes at all. And finally I do. And I'm so grateful because, you know, lashes are another one of those things. When you have pretty good eyelashes, it also makes you feel good. Even if you don't put mascara on and you just curl your lashes and you have, you know, pretty decent lashes, it's just kind of a confidence booster. So I was very happy to see that this finally worked. It did take, I would say, about at least 4 weeks for me to really notice, and I did do it consistently. So I did not skip any nights. I did this every single night consistently, and it finally has made a difference. I definitely have more lashes. They are longer, and I'm hoping the more I use it, the better they will get. And this one wasn't crazy expensive. I forget what I paid for it on Amazon, but it's a really affordable price for a lash serum, and I'm happy to report there are no prostaglandins, and it does in fact work. You just have to be consistent with it. So something else that I've been loving is not a product that you buy, it's completely free, but I wanted to put it in here because this is definitely something that has really helped me the last few months, and it's something that I do consistently, and I've talked about her before, but I wanted to mention her again. But that is the workouts that I do, and I do Sydney Cummings workouts here on YouTube. So she's a personal trainer. She does different workout programs each month. She uploads quite a bit each week, new workouts on YouTube, and that is what I've been doing for, it's been a few years now. I did it while I was pregnant. I modified quite a bit when I was pregnant, but I did continue to do her workouts, and I'm doing them now postpartum. And she is just great. Her workouts are great. She always gives modifications. If she's doing something that's a little too difficult, she gives you ways to, you know, make it a little bit less intense in every workout. And she has thousands of workouts on her channel. So you don't have to do the most recent one, but I guarantee you can find a workout on her channel that you will love, and all different time frames. So she does anywhere from 10 minutes to hour-long workouts. But she's amazing. I just really enjoy her and her channel, and you may have heard of her. She's very popular, but she is what I did when I was pregnant. I did all her workouts and I just modified when I could. And I do think that helped me in labor. I really do, from just consistently working out. I did not do the workouts that I do when I'm not pregnant, and I certainly slowed down quite a bit, but I did work out up until about 37 weeks, and I do think that did make a difference in the end when I gave birth. So I wanted to mention her. If you're looking for a new workout program, it's nice because her workouts are all at home friendly. In fact, they're meant to be done at home. You can obviously do them in a gym, but I do them all here at home in our garage, and you really don't need much of anything at all, maybe just a mat and a few dumbbells. But that is what I do. That is my workout of choice, and that's how I've been exercising recently. And I've been doing that postpartum. As soon as I got cleared to work out, I started doing her workouts again, and I just love them. They make me feel good, and they're helping me, you know, get back to, or I shouldn't even say that. I'm not trying to get back to how I was before I had a baby, but they're just making me feel better, more confident, more toned, and it's good for my mental health more than anything else. So I wanted to mention her. If you're looking for a new workout program or just a trainer in general here on YouTube, I will link her in the description box. And one more thing I wanted to mention, and then we'll get into a few makeup products, of course, but something else that I have been doing for myself, and this may sound kind of crazy, but I am a pajama girl. I have always loved pajamas since I was a little girl. I was just in love with pajamas. We would go to Limited Too, and instead of looking at clothes or, you know, anything else, I would head straight to the pajamas every single time. I don't know why. If you're watching this video and you remember Limited Too, let me know in the comments. That was my favorite place ever. But I can just remember going there and always wanting a new pair of pajamas. Anyway, I am still like that to this day as a 32-year-old woman, and something that I've done since I had my son is I gotten a few new pairs of pajamas, really cute ones from Target and from Aerie. So I will pop them up on the screen here, the ones that I have. But again, is it necessary? No, you could absolutely sleep in an old t-shirt, and I do still do that sometimes, or quite a bit actually, but I do love a really cute pair of pajamas. There's just something about going to bed in a nice, fresh, clean, new pair of pajamas that are matching and they're cute, and I don't know, they just make me feel good, and that's something that I've been trying to prioritize postpartum, is any little thing that can make me feel like myself. I've been trying to do it, and getting a new pair of pajamas, even if you don't get a new pair, but I bet you have a pair of cute pajamas at home. Put them on, and I bet you it'll make you feel better. Even if you have spit up on your shirt or spit up on your pajamas, you look like a hot mess, you still have a cute pair on when you go to bed. I guarantee you, you will feel better when you wake up. I know that may sound kind of silly, but I swear when I wear a cute matching pair of pajamas, I just instantly feel better when I go to bed. Mentally, everything. I think it really does make a difference. Try it if you haven't before. But now let's get into the last few things, which are, of course, makeup products. And I really narrowed this down. I've tried a lot of makeup, but these are the things that are just like absolute favorites right now. And a lot of them probably won't shock you if you watch my videos. Kosas Revealer Color Corrector. This has been my go-to color corrector for the past 3 months, and I'm not kidding. I have used this 9 times out of 10 for 3 months straight, mainly because it gives great coverage. This is a very full coverage color corrector, which I need right now. I have a newborn baby. I am not sleeping as well or very much at all, and I already have darkness under my eyes. I've always had it, but the darkness is very dark right now. So I've been using this one because it gives great coverage and it's just a really good tone for me. This is the shade Illusion, and you need like the tiniest bit of this. I'm talking just a little bit, a few dots where you have discoloration, and this spreads. It's very creamy, but it's very pigmented. So you do have to be careful. You don't want to over apply this. But if you just apply a little bit where you have any darkness, melasma, discoloration, whatever it is, this is a great product. And this has been my go-to color corrector for 3 months straight. And if you know me, I'm very serious about color correctors. I've tried almost all of them out there on the market, truly. And when I say one is good, it's good. I know what I'm talking about when it comes to color correctors. And this has been my go-to for the past few months. Another makeup product that I just cannot seem to stop using is this one from Makeup by Mario. This is the Bronzing and Shaping Serum. Again, if you watch my content, this probably won't shock you, but I love this product so much. I use this literally every time I do my makeup, every time, because you can't mess it up. You can't mess it up, and it's nice because it's very thin and it actually dries down on the skin. So it doesn't stay sticky or tacky, and it's very sheer, like very, very sheer. It's like a wash of bronze. It doesn't look like you've applied a cream bronzer. It's kind of like a bronzing tint for your skin. And I love it. You can't mess it up. It has a doe foot applicator if you want to apply it this way, or it also has a pump, so you can pump it on the back of your hand and then apply it. That's how I typically do it. You can also mix this in with something that you want to make a little bit more bronzy. You can mix it with moisturizer, mix it with, I don't know, a tinted moisturizer, a foundation, anything you want. It's such a versatile product, and I love the shade Light. It's a very nice neutral bronze color, but it's so good. It's so pretty, and it's just so natural looking on the skin. I have consistently used this almost every time I've done my makeup, and I'm not kidding, unless I'm filming a specific video or something, but this has been my go-to bronzer for months. Another makeup product that I I guess, rediscovered, because this is not new. I've had this in my collection for a long time, but I'm just now realizing how much I love this, and I feel like no one talks about it. I've mentioned it a few times, but I'm going to mention it again. And it's the Fenty Invisimatte Powder. So this is just a white translucent powder, but when I tell you, this has got to be one of the thinnest powders I have ever felt in my life. I mean, it feels like nothing. When you swatch it, it's there, like you could see on my finger, but it feels like nothing and it looks like nothing on your skin. But what I like about this is a perfect touch-up powder, or even if you've just done your whole face of makeup, you look at your face and you think a certain area looks shiny, or just something that's not quite as matte as you want it to be. That is what I use this for. Today I kind of used it in the under eye area after I'd used another powder, and it just kind of perfects the area. It kind of smooths everything out and just mattifies a little bit more without looking heavy or like you've applied a ton of powder. Like if you look up close at your skin after you've applied this, it's truly undetectable. And I don't say that about many makeup products. Most makeup, when you look up close, it does look like makeup, but this powder, I don't know how they did it, but it's the most fine powder I've ever seen or used. And now they actually just came out with these in color correcting colors. I haven't tried the color correcting shades yet. I just have the original universal one, but I honestly might get one of the color correctors shades because I love this powder that much. I think I might actually put this in my purse. Maybe I'll get one of the new shades to keep in here in my desk. I don't know, but this has just been a go-to staple. And again, it's not thick or heavy, so it's easy. I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to worry about putting on too much. And that's kind of been what I'm going for lately. The makeup products that I'm loving are the things that are easy, they're natural. I don't have to worry about them or try too hard with them. And I've been loving this from Fenty. And product number 10, one final product. This is, I guess, the newest product to me in this whole video. So this is a pretty new launch, but that's how good it is. So I have to put it in here. And it's the Makeup by Mario Master Matte Cream Eyeshadows, specifically this one in Sandstone. I used this today as an eyeshadow base, but really what I love most about this is, first of all, they're long wearing. They're very matte, almost like a powdered finish when they dry down, but they last all day long. All day long. But this specific shade in Sandstone is just a little bit darker than my skin. And it looks like the most natural, just matte, one and done eyeshadow I think that I've ever used. This is probably the best color for my skin tone that I've ever found in a cream shadow. And for that reason, I've been using this almost daily, unless I'm not putting anything on my eyes. But I can use this on its own as a one and done, or today I layered it with some eyeshadow on top. I used this little Hourglass palette, which I've also been loving. This is the Realist palette, and I use this as a base, but I've also been loving it on its own. But these are so good. They're so good. I love all the colors. I also have mauve and taupe. I love those as well, but those are a little bit deeper on my skin tone, so they're not necessarily like a one and done for me. This is a very natural, everyday one and done shadow, and it's perfect. I love everything about it. It's quick, it's easy. They do dry super fast. I say that in every video, but just want to put that out there. You do have to work kind of quickly with these, but other than that, these are fantastic, no complaints. These are great from Makeup by Mario. And that is it for this video. Those are 10 products that I've been loving and using all the time that I wanted to share with you. I hope you enjoyed it. I will have everything that I talked about listed and linked for you in the description box. And again, thank you to Dreamy for sponsoring a portion of today's video. If you want to try the Dazzle hair dryer for yourself, I do have a discount code. I will put it up here on the screen again for you and in the description box with a link to the product as well. So thank you to them for supporting me and my channel. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Make sure to follow me over on Instagram at simply.blair and TikTok simply.blair1. I've been posting quite a bit on both of those platforms. So if you're into short form content, make sure to follow me over there. But that is it for today. I will see you again very soon. Remember, simply be you. Bye.